Oh, she's on
I
mute.
think you're muted, by the way, Tammy, but we will call the city council meeting to order.
There she-
Please rise for the prayer and pledge of allegiance. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, good evening, everybody. We are going to start the night with item D, the swearing in of City Law Director Dave Busick. Dave, come on up. Mayor, I'll let you do your thing.
All right.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir. Assume the position over here, sir. You get the backdrop there. All right. Please repeat after me. I state your name.
I, David Busick,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the state of Ohio,
and the state of Ohio,
and the charter, ordinances, and resolutions
and the charter, ordinances, and resolutions
of the city of Napoleon, Ohio,
of the city of Napoleon, Ohio,
and the laws of the state of Ohio,
and the laws of the state of Ohio,
and faithfully and impartially discharge
and partially and faithfully discharge
and perform all duties
and perform all duties
incumbent upon me,
incumbent upon me,
the law director
the law director
of the city of Napoleon, Ohio,
of the city of Napoleon, Ohio,
to which I have been appointed
to which I have been appointed
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
Welcome. See you on that. Say any words at all?
Thank you.
Use yourself?
Thank you. No cough drop this time.
I still haven't got my reimbursement check for that, brother.
Dave, I have to say, that was a shorter introduction than I had
Right.
expected.
Short and sweet, and they said the sharp knife cuts the cleanest. So
That's
it's
right.
like, glad to be here.
We're very glad to have you, and welcome to the team.
Thank you.
We're very excited, and
I was thirsty. I was-
not only are we excited to have you, but also want to thank Tony Johnson for all the work that he did for the city in the interim. He was a great resource for us, but we're certainly looking forward to working with you, David, so.
Thank you very much.
All right, we will move to item E, the approval of minutes. In the absence of any objections or corrections, the minutes shall stand approved. I will note, we did have a couple of changes that were presented this afternoon. It looks like the minutes have been redone and distributed to council, so if anyone has any objections to those corrected minutes, please let us know at this point. Perfect, those will stand approved, and Brittany, thank you for catching those. All right, item F is citizen communication. If anyone is in attendance tonight that would like to address council for any matters outside of the agenda topics, now would be the time to do so. Hearing none, we will move to reports from council committees. G1 is the electric committee met on Monday, July 13th, 2026, and discussed an enterprise fund minimum cash reserve policy. Item G2, the Water, Sewer, Refuse, Recycling, and Litter Committee met on July 13th, 2026. Dr. Dave, you want to take that one, or would you like me to?
I was not there.
Sure. We discussed an enterprise fund minimum cash reserve policy, and also had a discussion regarding unlimited pickup options. That's going to remain on the agenda for the committee due to lack of a quorum from BOPA. Item G3, the Municipal Properties, Land Use, and Economic Development Committee did not meet on July 13th, 2026 due to lack of agenda items. And G4, the Planning Commission met on July 14th, 2026 at 5 p.m. and approved NPC 2601 to vacate an alley on Erie Street that we will discuss later this evening. That will take us to item I, introduction of new ordinances and resolutions. There are none this evening. Item J, second reading of ordinances and resolutions. There are also none. And item K, third reading of ordinances and resolutions. K1 is ordinance number 017-26, an ordinance amending certain City of Napoleon traffic schedules, specifically Schedule 1, on-street parking prohibited on certain city streets as listed in attached Exhibit A, and repealing ordinance number 037-25 and declaring an emergency. Can we have a motion?
Motion.
Second?
Thank you. Lori?
Thank you, Council President. This will amend the on-street parking specifically for Highland Avenue. There have been no changes since the last read, so just asking for approval tonight.
Thank you so much. This one's pretty straightforward, but any questions or comments from council? I'm hearing none. Tammy, please call the roll.
Brittany?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Meredith,
Yes.
Victor,
Yes.
Jordan.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you, Tammy. That will pass on third reading under emergency. All right. It's all out of whack here. That will take us to item L, good of the city. L1, discussion or action approval of the power supply cost adjustment factor for July 2026 as PSCA 3-month average factor 0.02470 and JV2 0.023172. Lori?
Thank you, Council President. This is our 3-month rolling average billing to be approved. To let you know, I do not see anything of concern here, so just asking for your approval.
Looks like it was down month over month. That's always a good thing.
While it's higher than normal or than it has been in the past, yes, it is trickling down. So, but we have some hot days that we will account for next month.
Yeah.
Perfect. Anything to add from council? Can we have a motion to approve?
Motion?
Second.
Thank you. Tammy, please call the roll.
Brittany,
Yes. Yes.
Ross,
Yes.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Meredith,
Yes.
Victor,
Yes.
Jordan.
Yes.
All right, that has been approved. Item L2 is discussion or action, approval of Revel professional services agreement.
This is Reveille. Go back and forth on the currency. I hope I said it right. Yeah.
That's correct.
This is Glenn Grisdale's company, which you all have met and you know him. This is to, for the agreement to get our zoning code and city master plan updated, as we have discussed in the past. And since you passed the resolution last time to use the Reveille Limited Company for this, this project, then we can just pass by simple motion the agreement that was in the packet. Get that started. If you remember, the cost for the project is $98,400.
Perfect.
And we budgeted $100,000.
Read my mind. Thank you. Any questions or comments on this from council?
Did you say this takes about a year and a half? Is that right?
We're guessing, right?
Okay.
Could be 14 and 18 months, I think you said.
At what point in the process do those public hearings start?
We've just started on the project. I don't look for the public hearings to be until after the first of the year. We've discussed setting those up like we've done them in the past, possibly at one of the park facilities, open it up to the public. I talked to Glenn about last time we had little clickers that the public could use and choose what they felt was most important, and we could see the results in real time. He's looking to see if he can get those again. He's not sure if he can, but regardless, we will have at least one public meeting, possibly a couple. But yeah, we're looking probably 15, maybe 18 months. Glenn plans to start by a meeting with staff, and then probably move into contacting members of council some of that parallel when we have those public hearings, public meetings.
And communication would start fairly soon after he gets started, go through the mayor to the citizens. That part has been discussed, but no details.
Yeah, and I know as part of his contract, not anything additional to us, but under his contract, he's also going to pull Adam Huff in to assist with some of the legwork, since Adam's so familiar with the city. And Adam and Glenn actually used to work together, so Adam has assisted on some of these in the past. However, our contract will be with Glenn and Reveille.
Thank you, Chad.
Yep.
Anything else from council? Okay. Do we have a motion to approve?
Second?
Thank you. Tammy, please call the roll.
Brittany,
Yes.
Ross,
Yes.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Meredith,
Yes.
Victor,
Yes.
Jordan.
Yes.
All right, that has been approved. Thank you, Chad. Thank you, Lori. We'll move to item L3, discussion or action, certifying the annual special assessments. Kevin, you want to take that one?
Yes, thank you, Council President. So what we're asking for is the law director to direct the law director to draft the legislation for our annual special assessments that we put on. So we're going to have two properties that we're going to have to assess currently unless they pay. And these are for nuisance properties. And we need to have that to the county auditor by the second Monday in September. So we're in line that this would be on next council meeting for 3 reads, and we could hit that deadline.
Perfect. Any questions?
We're not wasting any time putting Mr. Busick to work, huh?
Any other questions or comments? Kevin, 2 properties, that seems like it's down from years past.
Well, that's the only ones that you really need to approve. We have other assessments. We don't have as many as we used to, because if we've assessed them for like a street project, then in the ordinance that you pass, it's for like 15 or 10 or 20 years. So these are the only ones that we need to do annually. In years past, we have, I think last year we did have like 4 or 5. So it's a positive thing that it's only 2.
All right, thank you, Kevin. Any other questions? Can we have a motion to direct the law director to draft the legislation, please?
Motion.
Second.
Thank you. Tammy, please call the roll.
Brittany,
Yes.
Ross,
Yes.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Meredith,
Yes.
Victor,
Yes.
Jordan.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Kevin. Item L4 is discussion or action, approval of liquor permit change from Property Preppers to Brick and Brew Pub. Lori.
Thank you. So this is a typical liquor license change over. Brick and Brew Pub was owned by Property Preppers, so your silence on this matter tonight will
Perfect.
Assistant Chief Ruben doesn't have anything to say about it. It's pretty common business.
All right. Any questions or comments? Okay, I'm hearing none. We'll move to item L5, discussion or action, approval of electric and water sewer refuse recycling litter recommendations of an internal city enterprise fund minimum cash reserve policy. Kevin, you want to take that one?
Yeah, I'll take that one, Council President. Thank you very much. This is something that has been discussed now in the Finance and Budget Committee, as well as the Electric Committee and the Water Sewer Refuse Recycling Committee. This is a policy that we're going to put in place with your blessing. It's an internal policy, so we're not asking for an ordinance to pass this officially. But basically what this is a guideline for us to double check to make sure if our carryover balances are adequate. If they are not adequate, then there's certain things that we need to do, which would be a guideline of raising the rates if needed, or cutting cost, renegotiating debt if we have debt. So there's certain options that we have, and it's not immediate what the policy states is that the council would have up to 36 months to correct these issues. I look at this just mainly as an internal tool for us to use that around budgeting time when we have, I'll just use the water department, have their budgets come in. We would run the numbers of what they want to budget. We look at the 5-year forecast of what type of projects they want to have. We look at their debt that they have, and then we see if our carryover balances covers that. We look at labor costs and operating costs with that. So there's 2 formulas that we do, and we use the higher of the 2 formulas because one formula is mainly just operating, and the other one focuses on some operating, a percentage of operating, but also your debt, your insurance cost, and your, when things get, I've lost it, but anyway, it's when things get depleted. So it's just something that I'd like to have council pass. If you have specific questions about it, please let me know. I have copies of them here, but it's went through at least 3 committees now. So I'm hoping that most of you have heard of it or seen it with that. And all we're looking for is a simple motion to put this in place. That.
Thank you, Kevin. Any questions or comments?
I just appreciate all the work that Kevin did on it. It was nice to have some thought, and I know you did a lot of work researching what other cities were doing, but it was well thought out. It's nice to have something to present to the public and say, hey, here's why we're doing this. So I think it's a huge tool. It's a huge asset. I appreciate all the work you and your department put in.
Thank you, thank you. The word I was thinking of was depreciation, the depreciation.
You nailed it.
I should have had it in front of me, but anyhow, I appreciate that, Jordan. But this is, it really stemmed from when we had the water sewer committees and we were discussing like rates and then should we increase them and how much? And there was a lot of questions about, well, look at this carryover, is that too high or too low? And part of the decision of not increasing our rates was at the time, our carryover balances were adequate, but we had nothing really to measure that to until we put this in place.
And actually, Kevin and I were discussing it early on when I started, and then when the water rates came up, that was a perfect example of why it would be nice to have a baseline to work from and understand.
And if we catch a problem early, it's not going to be as big of an issue because it won't grow into something, oh gee, we got to raise something right now because we're behind the ball.
And that's where per the policy is, it's not that if we budget for 2027 and the carryover balance is not adequate, it's not, we can cut some things out of the budget, certainly it's an option, but we could still pass that budget. It just gives us now a time frame to get that back on track.
Okay.
So.
Anything else? Okay. Do we have a motion to approve?
Motion.
Second.
Tammy, please call the roll.
Brittany,
Yes.
Ross,
Yes.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Meredith,
Yes.
Victor,
Yes.
Jordan.
Yes.
That has also been approved, and I'll echo Jordan. Kevin, thank you so much for all the prep, and I want to thank that rate review commission too. I believe the idea stemmed from that commission, so very thankful for the recommendation there. I think it was Mr. Monin, if I'm not mistaken, so. Item L6, discussion or action, approval of PC 26-01 to vacate an alley on Erie Street within the city of Napoleon. Lori.
Thank you, Council President. This is concerning the upcoming West Fifth Street sewer project. Chad is here. If you have more questions about that, this is part of the process of preparing to do the project.
As some may or may not be aware, the end of West Clinton, the city's right-of-way does not extend to Erie Street. If you've ever been down there, there's a guardrail that crosses over. There are 2 properties down there that own that area. It's private property. What looks like street is not city right-of-way. When we negotiated to run, that project that we're going to do involves both West Clinton and Erie Street. We currently have utilities on private property through there. Although we technically are allowed to be on those properties by what's known as prescription, We wanted to get easements recorded so that there's no disputes in the future. So the property owners were gracious enough to give us those easements for $1. However, they asked that the easements on the back of their property that's parallel, or I'm sorry, not the easement, but the alley on the back of their property that's parallel to the railroad be vacated. We have no utilities in the alley that parallels the railroad. We have no use for the alley along the railroad, and if it is vacated and goes to the property owners, that becomes their property, which is taxable. So we made the decision internally to go ahead and have that survey done, have the alley behind those two properties vacated. The alleys that used to exist to the east of there had been vacated in the past prior to me being here. So vacating this alley made sense to vacate it as payment for the easements they gave to us on the front of their property. So it's just a strip of land that's parallel to the railroad, essentially between Erie and Sheffield, north of West Clinton. I don't know if I made that more easy to understand or if I just totally confused you.
All good. Thank you, Chad.
Sure.
Any questions from council? Okay. Hearing none, do we have a motion to approve?
Motion. Second?
Thank you. Tammy, please call the roll.
Brittany,
Yes.
Ross,
Yes.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Meredith,
Yes.
Victor,
Yes.
Jordan.
Yes.
All right, that has also been approved. Item L7, discussion or action regarding OPWC Issue 2 funding. Lori.
Thank you, Council President. This is a process that we do every year. Chad is here, he can speak to it a little bit better, but I will tell you that the date has snuck up on us a bit, and so 3 reads will not be possible to pass this. If council so wishes, you can suspend the rules tonight, or we can wait until after the second read if you'd like it to go one more read, but it is truly beneficial to the city to be eligible for this one. Chad, you have more to say on what we use the money for?
Yeah, this is just the piece of legislation we need in place to make our grant application to Ohio Public Works Commission, commonly known as Issue 2. We use this grant for several projects over the years. We are hoping to combine this grant with another grant for our Fillmore Street project next year. So tonight, we're just asking you to direct the law director to draft the legislation. However, I would request that it include an emergency and suspension clause.
Thanks, Chad.
The applications are due generally the Friday after Labor Day. So I don't believe we'll be able to get all 3 reads in.
Okay. Any questions or comments? Chad, I know you said there's a couple of projects in mind. What were those? Anything specific?
Right now, the project we're applying for will be Fillmore Street. We're planning to do a reconstruction of Fillmore from Oakwood to Bokie Street next year. We discovered that portions of the sanitary sewer are starting to collapse. We've had a lot of problems with the water line in that area. And when you put in a water line and a sanitary sewer, much of that street right-of-way is only 42 feet wide. You can't fit it in there unless you rip the road out of your way. So it's gonna be a full reconstruction from Oakwood to Bokie, just primarily due to the condition of the sewer and the water line. And the street is not in good condition.
Okay. Thanks, Chad.
Yes.
Anything else from council? I'm hearing none. Do we have a motion to direct the law director to draft the appropriate legislation?
Motion?
Second that.
All right. Tammy, please call the roll.
Brittany,
Yes.
Ross,
Yes.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Meredith,
Yes.
Victor,
Yes.
Jordan.
Yes.
All right, that,
And we need suspension, right?
not right now. No, sir. Say it again. We'll bring it back for first read next meeting and then pass under suspension at that point.
Did I say tonight? I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah. Yes.
Good catch. Better safe than sorry. All right, we'll go around the table. Kevin, I'll start on your side.
I have nothing, thank you.
Victor?
I have nothing today.
Jordan?
Nothing for me.
Brittany? Mr. Mayor?
Just want to thank a couple people. I'm sure there's more that were involved, but with the spill that went into the Maumee River, obviously Chad did an awesome job coordinating some things. Chief Bowen jumped right in with getting our boat out there to test water. Jeff Weiss, first and foremost, they put the safety of the citizens front and center, making sure that we had good drinking water that was safe. And not only that, but gave the residents peace of mind that there was no issue. So I want to thank everyone that was involved. That's all I have.
Well said. Dr. Dave?
Nothing for me.
Tom?
Nothing.
Meredith?
Nothing.
Dave?
I'll break the streak. Thank you for having me on board the team. Thank you.
Lori?
Couple things. So first of all, welcome,
Thanks.
Mr. Busick. I keep calling him Mr. Busick, but yeah, it's been a long time coming, getting him in there, and he's been acclimating to the office, and it's been a great addition so far, so thank you. The mayor stole my thunder on all the thank yous, but I was, whether you want to say lucky or unlucky to be out of town for last week. Probably more on the lucky side than the one I say, but it was a stressful vacation. Sounds like a lot happened in 10 days being gone, but we were in great hands with Chad. He did an excellent job representing the city, making sure that everything was done the way it was supposed to be done. And I can't tell you what really rock star staff that we have in this city. They are really the authority on a lot of issues and able to supply information and help to other entities in the system. It was very pride invoking, let's just say. So specifically Chad and Jeff Weiss, that's a large one, and it's, goes without saying, he knows a lot. Jay Oakley helped out too, as we had to do some testing that only our facility was able to handle, and like you said, Chief Bowen, getting the boat out, getting the hoses out and the staff out there to clean up some of the mess. So it was, for such a terrible thing, it was really a good thing from the city's perspective, so thanks to all of them. And I guess lastly, I will be out for AMP beginning tomorrow, and board meeting until Thursday, so Chad does not have to be in charge for that. I'll still be completely available.
Thank you, Lori. Dave, welcome again. I'm very excited to have you. I thanked Mr. Johnson for all of his work, but Tammy, I also owe you a huge thank you. You've been a great resource during this transition time and remain a huge resource to myself and to council as a whole, so we really appreciate your work. I also want to thank Chad. I think this time last Monday was a bit more stressful than it is tonight, but you handled it as well as we could ask for, so very gracious for you. That's all I had, other than a 2-hour executive session that I don't actually.
Don't threaten us.
We will move to item N, approve payment of bills and financial reports. In the absence of any objections or corrections, the payment of bills shall stand approved. Kevin, I did have one question on page 9, the National Testing Network. It said 2023 membership fee. Was that just a typo?
I'm going to say that was probably just a typo, that it probably should have said 2026 or 2027.
Okay. I thought so too, but just wanted to.
But I can
check.
double check with that.
All right. Other than that, I think I'm good. Any other questions, comments, concerns about the bills? Okay, I'm hearing none. Those will stand approved. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second.
Thank you. Tammy, please call the roll.
Brittany,
Yes.
Ross,
Yes.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Meredith,
Yes.
Victor,
Yes.
Jordan.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody. We are adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye, Tammy.
Talk to you tomorrow.